Hello everyone, let's look at different ways that you can install system updates manually on Windows 11. Although system updates are automatic, sometimes you might need to apply them manually. For example, when setting up a new installation of the operating system or a specific update is failing to install while using Windows Update, in which case you might need to use a different method. Regardless of the reason, Windows 11 offers multiple ways to complete this task. Method 1. Windows Update. So to install Windows 11 updates manually, do this. Open Start, look for Settings, and open the app. Then go to Windows Update. In here, you can just check for updates by clicking this button. However, you also have this option right here, and this one will allow you to download updates before they become available to everyone. So every month when Microsoft plans to release a new cumulative update for Windows 11, if you turn on this option, you will get those fixes and improvements before they become available to everyone. Typically, you don't need to turn this feature on. However, if you might need a specific fix that you know it's coming on a future update, you might want to turn this on. Now, when you click the Check for Updates button, the system is going to check the Microsoft servers and it's going to download any available updates. This could be for the system or Microsoft products, as you can see right here. Sometimes when installing updates for Microsoft products, you don't need to restart the computer. However, if this is a monthly update that the computer is downloading or a specific update for a specific product, it might require to restart the computer in order to apply the changes. Now, for the second method, we're going to use the Microsoft Update Catalog website, and this will allow you to download the update package manually. But first, you will need to know the knowledge base number or the KB number in order to download a specific update. And the easiest way to find the knowledge number is just to go to the Microsoft support website where it lists all the releases for Windows 11 and then just looking for the KB number for the latest update that you want to download. At the time of this recording, this is the latest update available for the operating system, and from here we can just copy the number, and then from the catalog website we just need to do a search for that specific KB for that specific package, and then from this page you need to make sure that you download the right update for your computer. So you're probably going to see different versions for the same update, but you have to make sure that you download the one specific for your computer. So if your computer is already upgraded to version 25H2, you can check that from the About page. So you can see it's 25H2, and from here we just need to pick version 25H2, and this is for an x64 based system. Now, if you have an ARM based computer such as Copilot Plus PC, you will have to download this package in this particular case because it's labeled ARM64. So from here, we just need to click the download button. Now, on this page, you're going to get two different links, and in here you have to download both updates. And then you will need to install them sequentially. This might take some time depending on your internet connection. After downloading those two files, you just need to open the location where you saved them, and then you need to install them in sequence. That means that first you need to install the base update, which in this case is the KB5043080, and then you need to install the KB568861 in this particular case. Whenever you're watching this video, the KB number will be different, and you will know which one goes first because the second package that you need to install, that's the KB number of the actual update that you're trying to install. The other KB number, or the first one, this one right here, is a based update, which is a prerequisite to install the actual update on your computer. So right now, if I try to run this update, I'm going to get an error because I'm actually running a higher version of the update, and that's why I'm getting this particular message. But that's what you need to do. And then you just need to double click this one in order to install the update on your computer. And then you will need to restart the device in order to apply the changes. Now, for the third method, we can install updates manually using command prompt. But first, you also have to download the packages that corresponds to the update that you want to install on your computer. And again, you need to open the Microsoft Update Catalog website and then just make a search for the latest update using the KB number. And then you just need to download the packages for the update that you want to install. As I did previously, just click the download button and click to download the two packages. Then on the location where you save the file, just to make things a little bit easier, just right click the package and click on rename. In here, we're just going to erase that part of the file and just leave the KB number and the operating system name. This will make it easier to type the command and press enter. And we're going to do the same with the second package. Now, start, look for the terminal or command prompt, and we're going to run this as an administrator. Now we just need to go to the folder where you downloaded the files, and from here we're just going to right click on the first update, which is the smaller update, and we're going to select the copy as path option, and then we're going to use the wusa command. We're going to right click here to paste the path and the update name, and then we're going to follow with the no restart option. Now, when you press enter, the launcher is going to appear on the screen where you can proceed with the installation of the update. Because I have a higher version of the update, I won't be able to install it right now. Now, you can also use the same command, but if you use the quiet option, then the update is going to install silently without any prompts. And finally, if we want to install the actual update on the computer, we're going to right click on this and we're going to copy the path. We're going to use the same command as before. And then we're going to use the no restart option and then press enter, and the installer is going to appear where you can proceed with installation. Now, the installation can take some time, and then you will need to restart the computer. Now, if you want to find out if the update installed correctly, you can run this command, and this will tell you the latest packages installed on your computer. Now, to restart the computer, you can use the shutdown command. But remember that this command will restart the computer immediately. So if you have any unsafe work, make sure to save those files before continuing. Now, for the next method, we're going to use PowerShell. And to do that, we're going to open Start and look for the terminal or PowerShell. You want to run this as an administrator. Then in my case, I'm going to open a PowerShell console, going to clear the screen, and the first command that you want to run is this one. This will install a module in order to get the updates from the Microsoft servers. In here, I'm just going to press A, then press enter. Now, if you run into any issues running the script, you want to change the execution policy to remote sign. And then run this command in order to import the module that we just installed on the computer. And then to check for updates, we're going to run this command. Now, in this computer, I already have all the latest updates installed on the computer, so the results will be different. Now, if your computer were missing a specific cumulative update, it will be listed here. In this particular case, I only have a Microsoft Defender definition, but it is the perfect scenario to show you how this works. So basically, you need to run this command, but in here, you want to specify the KB number of the update that you want to install. In this particular case, this one. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to right-click the selection to copy the KB number to the clipboard, and then we just right-click on the line where we have the command to paste the KB for the update. And then you just need to press enter to install it. Now, just press A to confirm and press enter. And that's it. Now, as an alternative option, you can run the install Windows Update command, and this will automatically check and download all the available updates. And that's it. Now, if there were any available updates, you will also have to confirm in order to install them on your computer. And then we can run this command in order to see the history of updates installed on the computer. And there you go. And here we can see that we install the update for Windows Defender. Now, if you needed to run the command to change the execution policy for PowerShell, you can also run this command in order to prevent future scripts from running on your computer. And that's it. That is how you use PowerShell to install updates manually on Windows 11. And finally, on Windows 11, while optional updates are not critical, they might be necessary for other functionalities. Typically, these updates are available for Microsoft and other products, feature updates, third-party drivers, and more. So if you want to install these optional updates, first you need to open the Settings app, and to do that, just open Start and look for Settings. Then let's go to Windows Update. Then let's go to Advanced Options. And from here, let's go to optional updates. And in this particular case, I don't have any optional updates available for this computer. So if there were like any updates, you just need to select them and click the download and install button in order to get them on your computer. Now, if for example, one of the drivers on your computer are not updated properly, one thing that you can do is just to go to the manufacturer support website to download the latest updates for that particular driver or another type of software that it needs to be updated, because sometimes the Windows Update service from Microsoft doesn't include all the latest updates for the components on your computer that are not part of the operating system. And that's it. Those are the different ways that you can use to install updates manually on your computer. Now, remember to leave your comments, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.